Alright guys, so as you can see, I'm doing this one from my bedroom because doing it in the front room was not working out for me today. So, I started out calling this channel Goodnight Chronicles, and so that's still my handle. But it ended up being Diary of a Crazy White Woman just because I don't do a video every night. Sometimes I do one during the day. Sometimes I do two or three and I schedule them because did you know that YouTube and Facebook had this wonderful thing where you can make a video or a post and you can schedule it? And yeah, so that is amazing. Like, I know I'm sounding like a sarcastic twit right now, but that really is amazing. And so, anyways, I'm in my bedroom with my little flapper whopper. I have to keep him in here because he's my good night bird. But if I take him into the front room, then my ruppy-doos, and if y'all have seen my other videos, you'll know my ruppy-doos will eat him. Malu is in the bed. She is under here. So there she is. Hi, Mama. Hi, Mama. She's such a good girl. But anyway, that's my fish tank in the background. I don't know if I can. Oh, I can zoom in. Okay. So that's my fish tank in the background. And so anyway, tonight I'm going to talk to you guys about being depressed. And why? Why are you depressed? Like, are you taking things into 2026 with you that you shouldn't be? First off, if you have a pet, I don't know how you could spend any time being depressed for any length of time. Because my Miss Bay laying right here next to me underneath the there she is. I'm going to stop bothering her. But she's tucked down in there, and this is her own personal pillow right here. She has her own personal pillow right next to Mama. She's twigging her ear, so I'm going to leave her alone. Because I wouldn't want somebody to constantly keep doing that to me if I was sleeping. But as you can tell, she is under the covers. But anyway, I could not be sad if I wanted to. Can y'all see me in that mirror over there? Maybe if I zoom in. No, because there's too much brightness. But anyway, it's like I couldn't be depressed if I wanted to. And don't get me wrong, I get irked sometimes, aggravated, annoyed. Like I was earlier, I was very much annoyed at the fact that I was trying to make a video, and I'm one mama, but I got three boys and I got a husband. So here's the thing. My husband works at night. That's why you don't see him over here, and that's why I can do my videos at night, and that's why I originally started to call this channel Goodnight Chronicles, so I could do it at night. But then he's home on the weekends, so I can't do it in here. So then I was doing my Bible studies in there. So anyway, and so I was slightly annoyed because, okay, my husband went to bed a little bit later than he normally does. And as soon as he left, I'm thinking, okay, I'm going to make a video because I don't want to be rude to my husband and be like, hey, I need you to clear out of the front room. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's just rude because it is the front room. It's the family room, the living room, whatever you want to call it in life. And so I didn't want to be rude and run him off. But then when he went to bed because he works this evening, then here comes my oldest son. And he stayed out there and talked for 2 hours. And then he left, and I'm thinking, okay, I'm going to get a chance to make a video. And so when I was like, okay, let me get that set up and get her done. And then here comes my middle son. And he brought my youngest son. And so then when that happened, I was like, oh, gosh, okay. So I ended up in between all the chaos getting one video done, but I wanted to make this one too because I like to have them where they can come out, at least once a day. And so I was like, man, they didn't, they just kept coming. And so finally I just kind of got slightly annoyed. And my husband was like, I didn't mean to annoy you. I'm not annoyed at him. I'm just annoyed at the situation because I couldn't, it's like I'm annoyed at the fact that it's a situation that I know I shouldn't be mad at because I'm here in the middle of the front room trying to make a video, and it's not their fault that they're four and I'm one. And so it's like, you know, I got my two boys, my husband, and my son, my other son. So it's like, I'm one person, they're four people, and it's not their fault that I'm sitting in the middle of the living room trying to make a video. And it's like, so my baby boy came out there and said, Daddy thinks you're annoyed with him. Now, when I say baby boy, keep in mind, it wasn't a messy thing like, oh, my husband's back talking behind my back, blah, blah, blah. No, because he told me that too. And so then, when I say baby boy, my son is 21 years old. So he come out there and he said, Daddy thinks you're annoyed with him. I'm like, no, it's not him. I'm just annoyed with the situation. And it's nobody's fault. What happened happened because how cute is that? I'm in the middle of the front room. People are going to come in and out of the front room. I'm not mad at him because he woke up. You know what I'm saying? It's like, it's nobody's fault. I'm just kind of annoyed. So here's the thing. I said all that to say this, guys. If you're depressed, find out why and then stop that thing. And see, it's like this. I was annoyed and I stopped being annoyed because I let everybody know that, I'm not mad at y'all. It's not y'all's fault. I'm not annoyed at y'all. I'm annoyed at the situation. And if I want to make the video that bad, like I apparently did, I will make it before I go to bed tonight. And it's really not that big a deal. And so it's like, I don't want them sitting around thinking that I'm upset with them. I'm not upset with them. It is what it is. And, excuse me, guys. And so, it is what it is. And I'm okay with it. So I said that to say this, and I know I'm probably rambling because you guys know I take night meds to help me sleep at night. But, I really, guys, I don't want y'all, and I've said this before, and I don't mean to sound repetitive, but I said that to say this. I don't want you guys going in to 2026 any further than you already have. Look, we're still at the very beginning. I don't want y'all getting it to the 4th of July and I don't want y'all getting to the 4th of July and going, you know what? I did the same thing last year. I wished upon a star last year. I didn't do this and that, and I brought all this crap in from 2025 into 2026 because I didn't cut it off when I had a chance. And so now it is still, it's still, what in the world? Okay. I was kind of creeping my own self out with that. Okay, but anyway, that's my sock monkey. I was kind of creeping myself up, like, what is my camera picking up that I'm not seeing? That's creepy. But no, okay. So anyway, yeah, I've got weird stuff in the background. This is my bedroom. So I've got, and it's weird because it looks like I've got shadows and like I said before, my door looks like it's actually filthy as hell, but it really isn't. It's just shadows from the way the room and the lighting is set up, but yeah, that's a pew pew in the corner. But that's that's why I lock my door, because for your safety, not mine. But anyway, I said that to say this, that guys, don't allow yourself to What you tell yourself matters. What you say to yourself matters, and what you think about yourself matters. And at the end of the day, if you're taking other people's words and other people's opinions to bed with you, then sadly, you're giving other people the ability and the power over you to mean more. Their opinion means more than your own. And I just don't understand that. Why would your own opinion, why would your own thoughts, why would your own, why would your own self, why is somebody else's opinion and voice more important and heard louder than your very own about you? See, nobody knows you better than you know yourself. And when you go to bed at night, you're the one who knows the honest truth. But you will sit there and listen to their lies. You'll sit there and listen to their lies and their retardedness and their BS over you. And I just don't get it. I don't get. There's nothing in me that wants to go to bed at night with my little good night birdie and my baby girl under the covers here with me. There's nothing in the world in me that goes, you know what, I was annoyed today. And so I'm just going to take that to bed with me because everybody kept walking into the front room. And I just at the crazy. The crazy that would have to be boggled up in that in order for me to take it to bed with. Look, there's two things my family would tell you about me in a heartbeat. That I am going to rest. I am going to sleep. My mind is not going to, and you're like, I know you're sitting there, well, you take something to help you go to sleep. I take something to help me go to sleep. It's called Advil PM. That's what I take. It's called Advil PM. And every now and then, when I have a little sniffle, like I kind of have a little sniffle right now, but this is more aggravation to dust and stuff that's going on outside with all the snow and rain and stuff we've had. It's been kicking up a lot of dust and stuff, dirt outside. So I've kind of got a little sniffs going on. But, you know, I, that's what I take at night. Hey, Mama. Mama's moving. Hey, Mama. There she goes. There's my sweet girl. Oh, she's on her pillow, Huffy Puffy. Yeah, that's my sweet girl. She is so awesome. I'm not going to keep this on her too long, but she's on her pillow, on her side, on her little middle part of the bed. She knows Daddy sleeps on that side. She's in the middle, and I'm over here. But, yeah, I'm not going to keep putting that light in her face. And I'm going to try to bring my voice down a little bit so I'm not disturbing her. Because, yes, I love my baby girl, and I give her the same respect when she's sleeping next to me that I would give a human being. But, you know, for those of y'all that don't like a dog in the bed, then don't have a dog in your bed. And for those of y'all that don't respect a pups the way you would a human, then don't, you know. But anyway, what I'm saying is the it's absolutely crazy to take to bed with you something that is just gonna beat yourself up. And so the reason I take stuff to help me sleep at night is because yes, I am going to get my rest come heck or high water. I am not going to let something keep me up. Whether it is back and body pains, aches, whatever, because every now and then I have a little. My room is cold because I like it cold. I like it cold. My room is not cold because it's drafty, wafty, or whatever. My room is cold because I like it cold. All right. And then I'm weird because I have I have the heating blanket on the bed for me and sweet baby girl and my husband. And then there's a fan in the corner. And then there's an air conditioner in the window. And so, I'm maybe I shouldn't say we don't get a draft or two, because every now and then there is a little draft that comes in between the cracks in the air conditioner. So I guess we do get a little draft, but I don't know. I like it because it does let in a little bit of fresh air, and it does keep it cool in here. So I don't get hot, I don't get cold, but I do get little aches and pains. Yeah, but that is what it is, and so I do take an Advil PM, which I feel it kicking in right now, because I'm going to sleep. So you guys, and look, I'm not taking no mental health drugs because I don't need Big Pharma trying to alter my state of thinking. And you go, well, you take Advil. I do. I take an Advil because, like I said, I'm not gonna miss out on sleeping because I rolled over and my back tweaked, or I rolled over and my nose is runny or whatever because I've got a little dust or dander from the dog or whatever. But I will say that when I get up in the morning, I'm good to go. I do not have to have psychotropic drugs to, I think I pronounced that right. But anyways, I don't have to have that kind of stuff to get me through the day. All right, Birdie's nose, I just realized, I just looked down, Birdie's nose is looking kind of weird. But, so, I don't need the weird of the weirdest, and so that is what it is. I'm not trying to make excuses for you guys, and I'm not going to. I feel like this: if you are upset about something, find the root of what it is. Don't find the topic, find the root of, because you're not upset. Like with me, okay, I will tell you this. I was not upset with not being able to make this video, and I was not upset with people walking in and out of the living room. Oh my gosh, forbid. That's the living room. They have the right to walk in and out of the living room and not have me fuss at them or, be upset because they're doing it. I was not upset because of that, or annoyed, because I wasn't upset at all. I was annoyed. But I wasn't annoyed with that. I was annoyed with the situation. Because believe you me, I know now that my kids are grown, I fully understand that the moment is going to come any day where they're going to move out of the house and I'm going to be an empty nester, and then I'm going to have every moment of every day of, just to be able to make a video, and I'm going to be sitting there and I'm going to bust out crying because I'm going to be like, hell, I've made 5 videos and in 5 hours nobody's come through here, nobody's talking to me, you know what I'm saying? So I understand the flip side of that coin too. So it's kind of like, I don't want to be annoyed, and we can't always control how we feel, but we can definitely control, we can control how we act, how we react, what we say, and what we do. Okay? So I could not help the fact that I was annoyed. I could not stop those emotions from being there. But what I could do was I could let people know that I'm not upset with you. I'm not mad with you. It's nothing you did. It's the situation. It's not the you or the me. It's just a situation. In that situation, it truly just is what it is. And I probably was more annoyed at the fact that it was just close to bedtime, to be honest with you. It's just close to my bedtime, and I'm having good night shutdowns. And that, because any other time, you know, my kids walk into a video and I talk to them, or my husband walks into a video and I talk to him. Because if you go watch I think it's probably 2 days back where my son came out of his room and I'm like, hey, you want to do lunch? Because I'm hungry. I'm going to wrap this up. We can go do lunch. You know what I'm saying? So when you're sad, upset, depressed, annoyed, I'm saying all that to say this. In the moment, you can stay calm and you can evaluate the situation. And if you can't, if nothing else, stay quiet. Because I have told my husband going into 2026 that, look, when I'm not speaking, I'm doing you a favor. I'm not doing you an injustice. I'm not, giving you the cold shoulder or giving you the silent treatment because, oh, I control me and then blah, blah. No. I'm doing you a justice, especially in public. I am doing you a justice by not saying anything, because what I'm doing is I am silently sitting here collecting my thoughts. I am silently sitting here. Sorry, guys. Had to scratch my hand. But I am silently sitting here collecting my thoughts. And I'm using every ounce of wisdom to evaluate the situation and handle it in an appropriate manner without, and God forbid if we're in public, without causing a scene or saying or doing something ignorant or that I would regret. Or, you know what I'm saying? Because he is my husband, and even though he upsets me or annoys me sometimes, it's never my goal to hurt him or win a fight. Because if I win a fight, then that makes him the loser of the fight. And I didn't marry a loser. I married a wonderful man. When we have a disagreement, my goal in that moment, in that disagreement, is not for you to agree with me, but just to see where I'm coming from. See my point of view. You don't have to agree with it, but understand why I feel that way. You know what I'm saying? You don't have to. You don't have to agree that the sky is purple, but because I'm colorblind and my sunglasses are dark, I see it, and I'm really don't, but I'm just using this as an example. So to anybody that's watching that might be colorblind, I am sorry, but it's just an analogy. But I'm saying is that I'm colorblind and my glasses are dark, so I see the sky as purple. Now, you look out across the sky, you don't have to see it as purple. And you don't have to agree with me that it's purple, but at least understand why I perceive it as purple. Okay? So if that makes sense, guys, I'm telling you, you can change your life by changing your attitude. It starts with you, not the people around you. But if the people around you are influencing you in a way that is not healthy for you, then go over to Only Believe in One on Facebook, my Christian group, and request to join. And I want you to listen to the videos, Toxic People. And what I might start doing is uploading my video lessons to I have another channel on here, and so what I might do is refer you guys over to the Christian channel that I run, because I can upload those videos over there too. So anyway, okay, I'm getting sleepy. My night meds are definitely like kicking my butt right now, and so I am gonna wrap this up and get ready for bed, guys. And I think Miss Ma'am she's ready for me to stop shining a light in her face so she can sleep good the rest of the night. She is such a good girl. She is my sweet baby. She is my sweet girl. Alright, so I'm gonna leave her alone. But yeah, guys, you can literally just stop it. You can stop it in its tracks. Know this and understand this. Anything that steals, kills, and destroys is of Satan. So if something is stealing your peace of mind, killing your joy, and destroying your happy environment, that is of Satan. Rebuke it, change you, and get rid of it. All right, guys, I love you with the love of the Lord, and I really am about to pass out, so I'm going to lay down. I love you guys. Have a great evening, day, afternoon, morning, whenever you see this. Have a great rest of your day.